So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. And they're on him in a flash. Great defending, strong and determined. Drogba. Maldini. And here's Drogba. Out to the right. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi.
Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. Mbappe. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Adams. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mbappe. Beckham. Drogba. He is just caressing the ball. Shot a goal! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And it's Drogba. Pedri. It's a really well-measured ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Just eases him off the ball. Fabinho. Beckham. A true great in every sense of the word. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Well, there's the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Gvardiol. Here's Vitinha. Gvardiol. Mbappe. He's got away. Real chance here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And that should get the job done. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now they can spring out of defence. That's good play. And the ball's come loose here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision.
And we hit half-time. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. So neither side has yet broken through. Has a look and place it forward. And that is expertly dealt with.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe, played out to the right. Beckham. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Maldini, and it's Roberto Carlos. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked out the run. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gets his head to it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Fabinho. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That's good vision. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi. Endrick. And here's Mbappe. Oh, strongly challenged there. Alexander-Arnold. Roberto Carlos. And it's Maldini. Maldini. Endrick, always looking for that half a chance. Vitinha. It's Pedri. Oh, good-looking ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. Beckham.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitution for Lazio. Number 26, Savinho. Number 17, Vadio.
Yamal.
Number 23.
And it's Iniesta.
Coming on the field.
And here's Mbappe.
19,
And he skips past his man. Mbappe!
Eduardo Camavinga.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Big header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United making another change here. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Mbappe. Camavinga. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Camavinga. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Camavinga.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that is as far as it goes. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't.
Big chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good-looking ball. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team...
Has a go! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Manchester United are in front. And Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Alexander-Arnold.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Kaka. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to...
And the shot! Musiala. Yamal. Beckham. A true great in every sense of the word. And it's Messi. Baresi cuts out the pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Great hit! What a wonderful goal! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
After 45 minutes is
Manchester United go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Kylian Mbappe. There will be 3 minutes of time.
And we hit half-time. Manchester United come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Manchester United have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. There's the ball in. And the ball is out of play. Pinches it off him. Gently done. Adams, and that's really well manoeuvred. Ball's gone out of play. Gnabry. Messi, who's set up 1 goal so far. Van Dijk.
Attendance for this match was 71,550.
For Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Beckham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckham. And it's Batistuta. And he's away. Hits one! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Lamine Yamal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Ruben Dias. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now it's Batistuta. Hoisted in.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Gnabry. Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten the last. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Messi. Now it's Trossard. Chance for the header! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Yamal. Batistuta. Great hit! He can get that clear. And he's there to retrieve it. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Shifted upfield. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Roberto Carlos. Big chance! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Back into the middle. Here comes another cross. Marquinhos gets it away. He's gone for goal. And he's there to belt it away. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. So we're still where we started right now. That is a great pick out. Yamal finds himself offside. Roberto Carlos, a true great in every sense of the word. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's fabulous. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Good ball over the top. And now they can clear their lines. And here's Yamal. Beckham. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Fran Garcia. Guardiola. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Fiddles it through. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's found him in space. Mbappe! It's there!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Manchester United, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Great ball if he can get there. Guardiola. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar has it out wide and in space. That's really well cleared. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Iniesta. And here's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now this could... Now the finish! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say...
And the The shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Manchester United making another change here, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away, and he won't reach that. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Van Bouten stands tall and stands strong. And it's Drogba. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Adams. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Neymar. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's managed to get rid. That's the throw. Messi. Barret. And that is that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We have already started here. He has found the way through. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Roberto Carlos! And he's heaved it away. Iniesta. And here's Yamal, and and the finish! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Van Bouten. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Rafinha. Baresi. Manchester United are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Now that's well seen too. Anguissa.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Kaká. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Yamal, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Iniesta. Anguissa takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Decent hit! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have...
Drogba! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Jordi Alba. Drogba delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Shot, and the shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Can he put it away? It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Jordi Alba.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Showing good feet. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's having a go! Corner number 2 then. Bastoni gets it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Kaká. Now Oddo. Pedri. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kaká. Drogba. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Well, the balance and close control on his run was really sweet. The finish left a sour taste.
Coming on the field is number 8, Bukayo Saka.
Jordi Alba. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Anguissa. Adams gets over and intercepts. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi puts his foot on the gas. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Palmer. And he's got the beating of his man. Iniesta. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Iniesta. Beckham is in a really good position out wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Hernandez. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. And it's Batistuta. Dembele. Now the finish! Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. De Bruyne. Oh, super find. He's been picked out. He's found a way through. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, what a... Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Beckham, a true great in every sense of the word. And it's Iniesta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta is flagged offside. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Can he get onto this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Alexander-Arnold for De Bruyne. Rodri. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Manchester United head in, having made the crucial breakthrough. And to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but he's going for goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Van Bouten. Pedri. Now it's Batistuta. He's beaten the last man. Shot a goal! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Still just a single goal between the sides. And here's Batistuta. Rodri. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Dembele. Dembele has been caught there. It's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
And it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Quality ball. Now it's Saka. Beckham. Played in deep. Saka. Oh, he's been flattened there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Batistuta. Pinches it off him. And here's Mbappe.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And Mbappe! And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Marquinhos with the slide tackle there.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Batistuta. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Hakimi. There will be 4 extra minutes. Dembele. And that's another good win of the ball. Chance here to counter. That's at the end. Manchester United have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the title. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. The action has already started. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Decent hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Costa Curta gets it away. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's burst through! Messi! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Liverpool have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up.
Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared away. And it's Beckham. Fiddles it through. Goalkeeper's ball. Very nearly half an hour gone here. White. Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Liverpool have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. No way through. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Drogba.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played into the box. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's having a go. There's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Roberto Carlos.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show.
And Batistuta!
Batistuta made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Beckham really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Goes in for the header! He's delivered all right!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And now he has two. Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Drogba. And it's half-time here. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pinches it off him. Colwill. Adams. Now White. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. White.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Colwill. Bruno Fernandes. It's Pedri. Alvarez has created one goal already. Beckham is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's pretty much been a crossing machine, and they're now trying to unplug that.
Messi. White is in a really good position out wide. And he's being shifted off it. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Jamal. Number 20, Didier Drogba. Coming on the field, number 8, Bukayo Saka.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Beckham, he's looking for the runner here. Colwill. Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Mbappe. And here's Iniesta. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe! Yes! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
9, Iniesta. Coming on to replace him is number 14.
Rodri.
Gerrard.
Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 3
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a pretty loose pass. Costa Curta. That's a sharp pass. The ball has bounced loose now. And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties.